Throughout human history, few figures have inspired as much fascination and mystery as Nikola Tesla. A genius revered for his revolutionary inventions, alternating current, remote control, the Tesla coil, Tesla was a man ahead of his time. But brilliance, it seems, always comes with a price. Tesla's life was a series of soaring triumphs and devastating failures. His mind, capable of peering into the future, often crossed the boundary between genius and madness. But what if I told you his most groundbreaking inventions were never fully realized? That hidden among his sketches and notebooks were inventions so ahead of their time they bordered on the supernatural. Financial ruin, bitter rivalries, and a world unprepared for his ideas left many of his greatest works shrouded in secrecy. He was a man who dared to dream beyond the stars, who envisioned a future the world could barely comprehend. Even after his death, Tesla's boldest ideas, wireless energy, death rays, earthquake machines, still ignite the imaginations of those brave enough to step outside the bounds of conventional science. Who was Nikola Tesla really, and what secrets did he take with him to the grave? Join us as we journey into the mind of a man whose ideas still haunt the world of science, a man both celebrated and feared for the power he held in his hands. Why some of Tesla's inventions were hidden. Imagine a world where electricity flows freely through the air, where power knows no boundaries, no wires, no limits. This was the world Nikola Tesla envisioned. A world where energy could be transmitted wirelessly across vast distances, available to everyone for free. But that vision was never realized, not because of its impossibility, but because of the monumental economic threat it posed. Tesla's ideas, like wireless power transmission and free energy devices, were far too disruptive for the powerful industries of the time. Oil and coal tycoons, electric utilities, these industries thrived on the sale and control of energy, and Tesla's inventions? They threatened to upend everything. In fact, it was none other than the infamous financier J.P. Morgan, who, after funding Tesla's Wardenclyffe Tower project, abruptly withdrew his support upon realizing the full implications of free energy. If electricity could be harnessed and shared wirelessly, who would need to pay for it? Morgan, like many powerful figures, knew that Tesla's ideas would dismantle entire business empires. But it wasn't just the economic forces that stood in Tesla's way. His work was years ahead of the technology available in the early 20th century. Many of his most ambitious projects, like the global transmission of wireless energy, were simply too far beyond the reach of the tools of his time. The world wasn't ready. And then there was Tesla himself, an eccentric genius whose brilliance was often overshadowed by his unconventional ways. He was known for keeping his most critical work in his mind, relying on his extraordinary memory rather than detailed documentation. This meant that when he died, much of his groundbreaking work was either lost or impossible to verify. Tesla's lesser-known inventions. The Wardenclyffe Tower. The Wardenclyffe Tower project was one of the ambitious tasks undertaken by Tesla to develop a worldwide system for wireless transmission of power. The tower was built on Long Island, New York, and was 187 feet tall. It sends electricity through the Earth's ionosphere. According to Tesla, this system would be able to provide a limitless amount of free electricity to the entire world, hence changing global energy distribution forever. The implications of such technology were staggering. To ensure a world without power lines, democratizing access to electricity even in the most remote areas. But the financial and technical challenges to get there were overwhelming. The main investor, J.P. Morgan, pulled funding upon realizing that the system offered the potential for free energy distribution, a prescient threat to the then-emerging business model of selling electricity. The tower was never finished and was demolished in 1917. Death ray. One of the most controversial Tesla inventions was the so-called death ray or particle beam weapon. Tesla claimed to have developed a device that was capable of generating an intense, focused beam of energy that was able to destroy enemy aircraft and armored vehicles hundreds of miles away. Tesla referred to this invention as a teleforce weapon and put great emphasis on its defensive applications. The reputed powers of this weapon were astounding. Tesla boasted that it could melt airplane motors at 250 miles distance and create an impenetrable wall of force to protect a nation from invasion. The idea engendered considerable interest among the United States, Soviet Union, and Nazi Germany governments. However, Tesla never publicly demonstrated this device, and its existence is still debated among historians and scientists. Interest in the weapon by the U.S. government didn't really gain until after Tesla's death in 1943. FBI agents seized his papers, fueling conspiracy theories about suppressed technologies and government cover-ups. But the feasibility of Tesla's specific design remained questionable. Conflicts with contemporaries. Tesla's revolutionary ideas continuously put him against the greats of his time and shaped an era of bitter rivalry in the course of technological advancement. Probably the most famous of Tesla's battles was the War of Currents with Thomas Edison in the late 1880s. Tesla had briefly worked for Edison before realizing AC was the better method of current distribution. Edison had invested considerable time and money into DC technology and saw AC as a threat to his business kingdom. The rivalry soon went a lot further than just the science. Edison began a brutal smear campaign against AC, publicly electrocuting animals with it to show how dangerous it was. He even advocated using it with the newly invented electric chair to brand it with death into people's minds. Despite such etiquettes, Tesla's AC system emerged the winner due to its long-distance efficiency in power transmission. Theories about suppressed technologies. Of all these, perhaps the most perseverance has been afforded to those theories revolving around Tesla's work concerning free energy devices. In Tesla's utopian world, energy could be freely extracted from the environment by various means, possibly including cosmic rays or the Earth's own electromagnetic field. His work on wireless power transmission at Wardenclyffe Tower is often cited as a step toward this goal. Proponents of the theory argue that such technology, if ever realized, would be an existential threat to established energy industries and thus is actively suppressed. Yet another area in which Tesla's work has spawned theories of suppressed technology involves weather control. He claimed that through his experiments in resonant frequencies and electromagnetic waves, he had affected the weather. In old age, he spoke of producing rain by manipulating electrical processes in the atmosphere. These ideas find modern echoes in current weather modification programs, which include cloud seeding, a technique practiced since the 1940s. Based on the research of Tesla, some theorists believe governments have developed much more advanced technologies for weather control, scarcely for any purpose other than military. In particular, speculation has focused on the HAARP installation in Alaska, although officials have denied this outright, stating it is purely for ionospheric research. Perhaps the most outlandish theories of Tesla's suppressed technologies are those involving time travel and teleportation. These typically correlate Tesla's work with the so-called Philadelphia experiment of 1943, whereby the U.S. Navy allegedly made a ship invisible and inadvertently teleported it. There is absolutely no credible evidence for the event having taken place, but proponents of the theory cite Tesla's research into electromagnetic fields and his supposed development of a unified field theory as possible precursors to such technology. Tesla's impact on modern technology. Nikola Tesla's inventions have been shaping modern life in very fundamental ways, from technologies one has grown accustomed to. His work on wireless communication laid the foundation for modern radio, television, and even smartphones. Tesla himself, in 1891, was able to create a Tesla coil that could wirelessly transmit electricity, the forerunner to the common wireless charging system in use in several consumer electronics today. Demonstrations by Tesla of remote-controlled boats were fielded as far back as 1898, precariously ahead of their time when set against the backdrop of modern robotics and drone technology. Nowadays, principles related to these can be found in everything from industrial automation up to space exploration. There's no denying that Nikola Tesla was a visionary, a genius ahead of his time. But as we've seen, his path was far from easy, marked by obstacles, financial struggles, and untapped potential. Which of Tesla's inventions fascinates you the most? Was it his bold vision of wireless energy, or perhaps one of his other groundbreaking ideas? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoy diving into Tesla's incredible world, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share your insights in the comments. And if you're hungry for more untold stories from history, be sure to check out our other videos. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Historian Pursuit.